Hey friends. Okay, so this has brought up a lot of trauma. A lot of trauma for everyone, including myself. Anyone that knows me knows that I'm a very peaceful person. I can often be a very passionate and energized person, but nonetheless, always seeking peace and looking to give that respect to others and wanting it in return. I don't even know where to start with this. I am truly appreciative of any text messages that have come my way, any phone calls to reach out about my well-being, but I feel that at this point, the most proactive way to go about this is by making these public statements. To my Caucasian, Asian friends, anyone who's, deep within these racist circles, it's time to stand up and make a statement. Like I said, I'm a very peaceful person. This brings me a lot of discomfort to have to address these things as well. It brings me a lot of discomfort to, on a day-to-day, have to, be in the slightest bit of fear of like what could happen to me. It's not comfortable posting, all of these atrocities onto my news feed. It's not easy for me to just open up about all of the life traumas that have happened to me in relation to this topic. But it is something that's impacted me my entire life. I have encountered many racist teachers, many racist cops. I'm not exempt. And for those of you who call me friend, I want you to know that I am not exempt and that your silence is not helping me. And I would hate for anyone who has close relations to you for it to take a death upon that person for you to finally decide that now is the time for you to stand up and say something. There's a beach that I go to. I've been going to it for about 15 years of my life, and just within the past, 2 years, cops have approached me at that beach because unfortunately at that beach, it's majority Caucasian people, and I've had a cop sit me on the curb, just for being at that beach within my own vehicle, doing absolutely nothing, just enjoying the water because somebody decided to call the cops on me. I've had teachers feel inferior to me. I've been on sets of which, this racism is present. I've been in auditions of which this racism is present. And for this entire time, anybody that knows me knows that I'm not addressing these things all the time, but there is beauty in what's happening, and it is definitely been long time for these things to come to an end. So if you call me friend, now is the time to stand up. There are many different ways that you can go about it. You don't have to post all of the gruesome videos, but really what, your peers need to hear from you is a public statement. Whether it be your own written words, whether it be a video, whether it be a meme that you saw that really, affected you in addition to your own, personal feelings about it. All of that helps because your peers who are surrounded by you need to understand where you stand and how much closer to home this hits. A lot of you guys have had intimate relations as well as, friendship relations, as well as business relations with those of us who are African American. And it's all fine and dandy, you know, when things are going good. But right now, you know, a lot of us, all of us, it's not a lot, all of us in some way or form are affected by these atrocities, and need for you to rise up and do your due diligence to us, and let your peers know where you stand. I have people who call me friend in Chicago. I have people who call me friend in Humboldt County. And I've received, you know, on my newsfeed, way too many stories, you know, coming from those two places alone, you know. And your silence just shows how complicit you are, and how easy it is for them to feel like this is a far removed subject. So again, if you call me friend, if you call someone else friend, if someone else has been there for you, I know personally that I've shown most of my friends, most people that are close to me, I've shown them more love, and joy and honesty, and truth, than they've ever received from their family and maybe some of their other peers, you know. And no one deserves anything like this. This is absolutely disgusting to see, you know, that video of George, you know, with the cop's knee and his neck, and other cops with their knees in his body. And I'm a very outdoorsy person, and that is something that, you know, I've seen hunters do as they're, you know, trying to kill off and wrangle an animal. No, that does not make it any better. It doesn't. It really doesn't. But to see that that is, you know, happening to any sort of innocent being is just absolutely disgusting. And for it to be taking this long for, you know, people to be charged, it's absolutely disgusting. You know, like, I hope you have to see that this problem is much bigger than, you know, certain people living in fear, or, you know, this sort of justification or that. There is no justification. There's no justification for Ahmaud. You know, there is no justification for so many others. And even, you know, a police officer, something else came across my feed of a police officer sharing that that's not even a tactic that they learn in the police academy. You know, that's a hunting tactic, and it's not okay. It's not okay, and I'm not okay. You know, going to sleep every night, waking up every morning on the verge of tears, it's not okay. This is trauma. It's trauma, and we need for you to speak up. And a lot of you have benefited off of us. You know, I have a lot of artist friends. You know, I'm an artist in this industry, and, you know, I have a lot of dancer friends, actors, you know, musicians. All of you guys are benefiting off of the work that we've put in as African American people. So if you're able to get hired by us, get paid because of our cultural influence, get paid because of our genius, our, you know, our entrepreneurial skills, our, you know, our inventions, if that's the justification that you need to rise up, to know that we've impacted you on this, you know, superficial financial level, then okay, so be it, you know. But I'm just talking about love here. Love and compassion. Most of these people, I've watched a lot of documentaries on, you know, like the KKK and all of these, you know, all of these people who are committing these injustices. I've seen videos of, you know, people say that they've had sex. They've had sex. They're part of these communities, you know, of which they have to go back into and become a racist. But they're able to have sex with a black person, no problem. They're able to have conversation with a black person, no problem. But their communities have cultivated them to believe that they must be racist. They have no justifications. I've seen them be interviewed. Hey, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Why do you think this way? There's no reason except for my community said so. So I'm saying, please, I know that all of you guys have friends here and there, and I'm speaking to my friends right now to continue to relay the message. Please do your due diligence and reach out and let people know it's not time to live in fear anymore. I'm a very peaceful person. I don't like doing this. You know, I wish it was just all love and freedom and harmony, and people could, you know, just be smart enough to figure it out on their own. But sometimes, you know, we have to work together. We have to come together to relay the message. Sometimes people need a little helping hand, a little nudge, a little safe haven to feel like, okay, it's okay because this person and this person and this person also is in agreement with me. I don't have to be this way. I don't have to do this. I don't have to feel inferior to this person. Because we are all blessed on this earth to do our parts. Everybody has a purpose. So I'm just saying, this is, you know, this is a very beautiful thing, you know, the change that is coming. There is a shift happening here. And I am very grateful. And I'm grateful for the personal work that it's allowing me to do within myself. I've been on this path of freeing myself for about 2 years now. And it has affected, you know, my workplace and the opportunities and whatever, but I can't tell you how much happier I am to be free than to be complacent and to be conditioning myself in an unhealthy way, and to allow people to treat me in a way of which I do not deserve to be treated. I'm loving myself, surrounding myself with love, and only receiving love. So if you call any of you know, any Afro-Americans friend, you know, please just rise up. And it's just the little, you never know how one little statement can impact somebody for the rest of their lives or make a shift. But you have to try something. You have to try something. There's so many ways that you can go about it. You can post the hotline, but we need to hear from you. It's not just reposting. It's not just reposting. It can't just be reposting. I reposted one time. No, that's not good enough. It's time to be proactive in this battle. So, again, I know that, you know, there will be a resolution soon, and I am grateful, and I wish much peace to all of you, and much wisdom and strength and courage. Please continue to be safe. Please don't continue to conform to ways of which you know are unhealthy and impacting you in a negative way. I support you in your rise to greatness, to be your greatest self, and to allow other people to see that self as well. Love is the answer.